quick video on me taking these setups and so far how I'm doing for the month of October. This month, starting off with some pretty nice trades, man. The market has been moving pretty nice. It's all around, bro. Even though the government shut off and a couple other things, honestly, the market right now where it's at, we're still making all-time highs. You guys can see over here. Let me zoom out. We're pretty much still, if we keep continuing up, we're still making all-time highs. So I wanted to share with you guys my trading setups and how I'm doing so far for the month of October. So I'm telling you, if you keep sticking long enough, you start to catch more green days and red days, and you start to add a little bit more to your positions on your winners, or you hold for a little bit longer, that you can capitalize and you can dramatically set your winners way above how much you normally lose. And at that point, if you catch maybe a 1 of 5 here and there, a 1 of 6, could be a 1 of 2 or a 1 of 3, you're basically losing 3 trades back to back and you're still be at break even. So honestly, man, the new way I've been changing things, the new, I wouldn't call it the new strategy, but I was capping myself at 1 of 1s. And the reason I was doing that was to consistently build the consistency, to know and to follow a certain process, to then have that mental discipline to know you shouldn't break your plan, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing all these other things. And from there, you can start making little adjustments. If you go back to your data, you're back testing, you're forward testing, and you start to identify when you can start moving your take profits, when you can start to shorten up your SLs, then that's pretty much what you need, bro, for you to become a very successful trader. In my opinion, you don't need to take any of this for whatever reasons, right? But right here, you guys can see that I basically, this was a break even trade, and let me explain to you why. Like I mentioned, these 2 trade setups right here, I took them yesterday, and so far today, we're going into NY Open in a couple hours, so I'm getting ready, man. Right now, woke up pretty early, and these the trading setups that you see right here, the reason why this was a break even was because I moved my take profit a little bit lower. Granted, there was a zone around this area, and I probably should have taken profits here. So before that, before we even get into profits and setting take profits, the reason why I set my SLs here, because the trade will be invalid if it price hits above this level right here, because it's failing to continue going lower, and this automatically gives me an indication that price is most likely going to start trending up if we break this line for the most part. So it did not break that line. We still continue going lower, and we pretty much had a strong push on the way down. Technically, if I look at this now, I probably should have entered up here. I probably should have entered up here instead of down here. I got to my session around this, around 640 something, 650 something, and I already saw this push down, so I was waiting for more structure to be created on the 1 minute. And sometimes I go back and forth, 1 minute, 5 minute, higher time frames, 4 hour, 1 hour, and I like to check to see how the market's looking overall in the higher time frames, and scaling down into the 5 minute, the 1 minute, and starting to see where I'm going to enter. So pretty much right here, we were really close to getting stopped, but we didn't, and this is why you do not want to get out before it hits your actual stop loss, because you can see right here we almost got stopped, but the trade technically is not invalid until it hits this point. So we are still in the trade, and honestly, over here, I thought we were gonna get stopped down. I'm not gonna lie. So we pretty much started switching and reversing to a downward trend, and I immediately started looking for sells at this point. And the way the candle rejected a key level up here, it was, bro, at that point it's textbook. So I was looking for sells. We were pushing downwards, and as you guys know, with volume on ES, bro, it is a dramatic move to the downside if you can time it correctly. So if you want to catch those 1 of 5s, bro, the other day I almost caught a 1 of 10. Technically, I might not hold for that long. I probably close a little bit shorter, but I could have caught 1 of 10 or 1 to 11 to complete the whole move, and it was just trending down, bro. So the reason why I didn't do that is to meet the criteria on some of my accounts with firms and with live capital. I'm closing. I'm not leaving it to the whole entire move. Eventually, if price looks like it's about to reverse, like you see here, I'm gonna close. I'm not gonna keep holding. I could have kept holding, right? Like you see right here, it reversed and it never took me out. I could have kept holding and I could have maximized my profits, but I didn't want to do that. So right here, you can see that we almost hit take profit, right? We entered for sells. We almost hit take profit because it was a key zone to the left of us, right? Yeah. So I set my take profit at a key zone and I moved it slightly down because I thought we were also going to take out the liquidity on the lower areas. But originally, I did have a take profit sell a little bit higher up here. And the reason is because there was a higher time frame candle that was pretty much needed to fill, and it filled around this area, and I immediately probably should have gotten out. So it's okay, it happens sometimes. The greed factor kicks in and you have to be okay with this trade completely reversing on you if that's what you're planning to do. And just know that at any point it can reverse on you and you can hit your break even. It doesn't matter where you are in the trade, bro. It can reverse here, it can reverse down here. You see how it's still pushed down, right? It can reverse even right here, but if you are okay with the trade hitting break even after it pushed down to this area, in which I probably should have trailed my stop looking back at it in hindsight, but even then, bro, I probably would have left it because those are my rules. That's part of my plan. I'm not going to completely deviate towards the other side and put something new in my system when I shouldn't have to. I want that consistency, so I need to apply that towards every single trade that I take. So right here, it was a break even. It's whatever, bro. I you know what? I told myself if it hits a break even, I'll give myself another chance. And guess what? The market gave me another chance. I wanted to take this trade up here, and I was not too confident because we were still looking that we were going to trend up. I was waiting for a little bit more confirmation to enter in this trade and to know that we're probably going to break this structure and to continue downwards. So that's exactly what happened. Continue downwards, stop loss set at the highest point because at this point it's invalid if it hits, and pretty much rode the wave down, bro. I really like this setup because we basically came back, retested, and came back down, and we're still technically in a downtrend overall in the higher picture. So we also needed range to fill in and to collect more liquidity at these levels, which did happen, right? You guys can see I never truly hit my stop loss here. I just moved to break even and hit my break even, and then I left it like that. And I told myself I'll give myself another chance. So I did not make the same mistake as last time, right? You see right here that I moved my stop loss a little bit higher. And I took profits here, bro. We went straight down. So overall, these two trades made me, uh, I think on the same account that I'm recording, we hit a 1 of 2. And the reason why I did that was to meet the consistency rule. And you guys can see right here, I'm going to bring it up so far. so far this is what we're dealing with on one account, and so far so good, man. On these trade setups, some of them recovered from drawdown, so that's why you see the month of October we were recovering from drawdown and we're still recovering. Bro, I like how the majority first, second week we're still overall doing really good. So we'll see how we enter in the 10th on Friday, which is about to be NY Open, and so far so good. The reason why you guys see right here that I could have caught way more a much better move on these certain days is because on certain firms, bro, they do not allow you to go above certain profit unless you want to take out more money with the what is that rule called, bro? The consistency rule. Pretty much, bro. If you make a certain amount of money throughout the day on the highest point or the highest trade that you want to take, let's say you made a 1 of 5, right? And you made way more than this. Let's say you made 5x, whatever you made here, or you made 3x more. Technically, that to meet that criteria, the consistency rule, which is some people don't like it because you technically have to aim for a higher amount to withdraw the money that you're making. That's unfortunately on some accounts that's what we got to do because that's for the majority of firms. I would say that they like to apply this because they know that certain people are not, they don't really know what they're doing. So for you to, or they could just get lucky for you to have a high, let's say you have the biggest day and you make a shit ton of money that day, they want you to risk and keep going with that consistency, and you basically have to keep repeating the process, bro, for you to land the withdrawal, right? So if your highest day, for example, is 1K and you're trying to pull out 5K, that makes sense. Just don't cross over that 1K. So basically your highest day, right? You have to meet the criteria, which you have to make a certain amount to take out that money. And the higher you go throughout the day, let's say you make this amount throughout the day, you have to keep going higher for you to take that money out. So that's why you see on certain days I don't aim for much more than what I need to. Some of them are 101s, technically 101s if we're risking zero point 0.5. And yeah, that's why you see right here. Also, we needed to meet on this specific account. We needed to meet some profitable days. So to meet a profitable day, we need to make a certain amount, which I wasn't gonna risk me losing money once I already had that trading setup going my way at a 101, and I already basically needed to close to meet that criteria. I'm gonna close it, and unfortunately, on Monday and Tuesday, I could have caught bangers back to back. I literally could have caught so much, but I restricted it because on these accounts, you cannot make more over a certain amount. And that is to conclude. By the way, this is the same one from the other videos I'll be making. So I'm documenting on this one, the same account. So we're pretty much chilling, bro. Right here, you guys can see we took these two and pretty much good, bro. So I'll catch you guys in another one. We're still documenting everything, and let's fucking go, bro. Thank you guys for watching the videos. Leave a like, subscribe. You already know what to do, and I'll catch you in another one.